Hello, let's see, your replay viewers, how are you? I am Shauna with lularoeq&a. You can check me out on Periscope, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I'm forgetting everything else, Facebook, everything, lularoeq&a. Try to fit that all in before everybody starts popping in. Hey Jenny, hi Spring, what's up? Kim, hi. Hi Christian. Lula Rave, hi. Kim, Amanda, Sarah. Just checking some of these names as you guys pop up. Megan, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hi, Brandon. Paula, hi. Z Kasky, hi. Thank you for all the hearts. Who has my green hearts? Paula, I think you have my green hearts. Do you? Hey. Oh, Katera, hi. If anybody saw the live with my niece, that's her right there, Florida Kitty Cat. If you guys remember that. Yay, you just got inventory, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, as you can see, yay, you're green, my favorite. As you can see, it's kind of dark and I'm standing in a weird spot. You can kind of see my reflection back here because I'm still doing my room. It's just a gigantic mess. Like, it's just a mess because I'm still painting and I'm going to be done tonight though. Hi, S. Kelly. I'm going to be done tonight though so that I can get everything back in order. Hi, Anna. Tonight though, so it's kind of dark, so I apologize for that. Tonight I was going to do this topic on YouTube, but I figured I would do like 2 birds, 1 stone kind of deal, and then talk about it on Periscope, and then I will just upload it to my YouTube. So then I will have that, I will have both of those there. I know, Katera. Sorry. But it was 1 room. So today, I don't know if you guys saw, if you guys came from Instagram, then you saw that the topic that I wanted to discuss tonight was to loop or not to loop. How to get the loyal customers. Because I know that there are like really 2 parties. The people that don't want to loop, that really want to grow everything organically. And then there's the group who wants to loop and just throw in as many people as you can. Just get as many eyes on your inventory as possible. Where the organic group is saying, let's gain quality and loyalty, and we would rather have people that way. Okay, so there's like 2 camps. Hi, David. And you're usually on one side or another. Occasionally, you may be in the middle, but eventually you find yourself on one side or the other. So what happened to me was my sponsor, she's amazing, and she told me, grow it organically. Don't add a bunch of people because they're just gonna be hunting for your giveaways, for your unicorns. Once they get them or don't get them, they'll leave. And you don't want those people sucking up all that awesome stuff for your guests, your customers that are gonna stay with you to the end. And that makes a lot of sense. So I was thinking, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grow it organically, and I'm just going to let it, let the people trickle in. Another way is just to go out into your community, do parties, and get pop-ups from those parties. So then you can just kind of trickle out through the community that way. However, then I was thinking, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And it makes a lot of sense why I don't want to loop. But you guys, we are living in an age of technology, and there's no way around that. We are living in a social media like takeover, and to ignore that, I think could be somewhat detrimental. So my biggest thing is to get all of your social media platforms, because you will gain people that way as well. So what is really the difference of gaining? Yes, so what is really the difference of gaining people through an Instagram post or a Twitter post than somebody coming in through a loop? What's the difference? You still got them in through another means. So if you tell me not to loop, then you should also, to me, say don't Instagram, don't Twitter, don't do all of those things. So I was thinking, no, there's got to be a different way. There's got to be something. Hi, Stacy. There's got to be some way that you can you can have both. You want your cake. What is it? You have cake and eat it too? I don't even know. Uh, so when I was thinking back to when I first started LuLaRoe, I was thinking, how did I come to find LuLaRoe? Well, my friend was selling it, and when she started, she was doing loops, and this was back in, I think, February. And so she was doing loops, and I joined one, and I didn't win. I never won anything. I think I did 3 or 4. And I found 3 or 4 consultants that I ended up staying with from those loops that I probably would not have found otherwise. And I have bought, I probably give them half their salary. and it was just whatever it was about them, however it was that they ran their groups, there was something that I connected with, something that I liked, something that they did that made me want to stay. So I found my groups through loops. So other people are finding groups through loops. So anyway, my point is there's got to be a way to have both. And I'm going to tell you my secret. This is what I did. And I was talking to a few people. They said, don't share that. Just do it on your own. Don't tell anybody. And then I was thinking maybe I'll just tell my team, because I'm working on that as well, the stuff that I want to do with my team. And then I was thinking, no, this is ridiculous. It's gonna leak out. It's not like even it's a big deal, but everybody wants loyal customers. And at the end of the day, we should be caring about them more than ourselves. And so to keep any information about how to have loyal customers to yourself, I think is just kind of selfish and greedy. And so that's just how I felt. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. So if it helps anybody else, then I'm happy for that. And probably more than half of the people won't do this anyway, because it's a lot of work. So here's what I did. I nervously joined a loop, and I knew it was against the recommendations of my sponsor. But I joined one. It was for leggings, you know, your typical join a bazillion consultants and like you may win. And so then what I did is I started getting all those people in, like 100, 200, 300 people were commenting because it was my very first loop. So the, you know, numbers were just rolling in, and I was really excited. And I was trying to like whenever they would come in, I would comment or reply to them and say, hey, you know, good luck or whatever, when they would comment on the social media posts. And nobody ever comments back, right? Because they turn off their notifications and they're gone. Nobody was interacting. I was trying to put games, like things on my page. Nobody was doing anything. And I was like, how do you get people to talk to you and not leave after the giveaway is over? So I sat down and I made a letter, and it wasn't very long, but it was about me, and it was about why I'm selling LuLaRoe, and it was just kind of a little bit, you know, I was in the Navy, I'm a mom of 2 sets of twins, just kind of key things that other people might connect with. What made me start selling, why do I sell, and all this stuff. And then what I did is I let them know what was important to me about being a consultant. And the biggest thing was customer service. I don't want to treat them like a number. I don't want to treat them like a transaction or a paycheck. I want them to feel like we have a relationship, that I know what they want, I know what they're looking for. When I get those boxes, hi Kristen, I'll open the boxes and say, oh, so-and-so really wanted a black Sarah. Let me give her a call so I can get it to her. Or what colors that people want. So I let them know that that's what I'm striving for. I am striving for customer service. I am striving for people to have good service, to have a good taste in their mouth when it comes to LuLaRoe. So I put all that in there. I can't remember the other stuff that I said, but I just said, oh, and I said, please let me know how you came across LuLaRoe, how you fell in love with it, or is this your first time? And I put also, in the beginning, I put whatever brought you here, whether it's your first loop or your 500th loop, or you found me through Instagram, Twitter, whatever, doesn't matter. And I said, I hope you stay. I hope that you stay in my groups, and that's big. Ask them to stay. I really hope that you stay and go on this journey with me and you know, see where it goes. And let's see, what else did I put in there? Oh, and I also said, if you're looking for unicorns, if you want to be on the blacklist, add those to my album. So that got participation in my group. And then I also linked a video to that, and I said, if you want to check out my progress through LuLaRoe, you can do that. So I linked my YouTube to that. I also put in a link to my business page. So then I sent that to every single person that joined my loop. This took a lot of time. But especially that first one when it was like 300 or 400 people or something. I went to every single name and sent a private message. Clicked on their thing, private message, copy paste. And I always changed their, no, Katera, no. And I always changed the name so that it wasn't just a copy paste. I made sure to put that person's name. So it gave it a bit of a personal touch. And I didn't land in Facebook jail. No, I didn't, surprisingly enough. And so that's what I did. And I know that it was copy paste, but the information was about me. So there's nothing unique that I can tell each person that's going to be different if it's about me. So I didn't care that it was a copy paste or that people knew that obviously copy paste. I'm doing this like 1,000. I've done 1,000 of these. I have sent 1,000 of these messages. And as soon as I started sending them, I was getting reply after reply after reply after reply. My message thing was blowing up. It was ridiculous. And every single person, hi August, every single person, hi Christina, was saying, I have never received a message from a consultant, ever. I have not had one person tell me, oh, thanks, I've gotten a message before like this. Nobody. And every person that responded was very, very thankful, and they opened up to me like you would not believe. My Facebook is lularoeq&a, and they told me stories about their dads, their brothers, their sons being in boot camp. You're welcome. Being in boot camp or going off to fight in the war because I'm a veteran, so they connected with that. Everybody had something to say about two sets of twins. So everybody connected with that. Everybody was so thankful and said, I will stay in your group because of these personal touches. And so many of them, like 80% said, usually I come and I leave. And they said, I want to stay with you because what you just did showed me that you took some time out of everything else that you're doing to make this. And especially people, once they realize I have two sets of twins, they're like, when could you do this? And so they were all so receptive. Now, half of the people probably didn't respond because I know Facebook sends your message to that other box and it could sit there for a while, but eventually maybe they'll see it. So I put my Facebook group link in there in case they do leave my group and then end up checking their messages and see this message from me. Maybe they'll come back. But I have not had a single negative response. I have had only positive responses. I've had people tell me about their accidents that they got into, about their struggles with parenting, about their struggles with weight and struggles with like relationships. I mean, and how they found LuLaRoe and it's given them confidence. And so everybody has opened up to me, and I have been like going back and forth because I made sure also what was key was I may have sent out this copy paste, but when somebody responded back to me, that's where it's going to be make it or break it, because because you have to respond to them. You sent a copy paste. They sent a message back to you. You must respond. Otherwise, I feel like you may have done even more damage, because now they're like, oh, you just sent that to everybody and you don't really care what I had to say. So I then spent a ton of time commenting back to everybody, whatever they said. Sometimes it was a lot easier, like if we had a lot of things in common. Sometimes it was harder because a lot of the things that people talked about were really deep and traumatic, and it's really hard for me to kind of understand some things. Hi everybody coming in. But I tried my best to focus on what they were saying and give them a personalized message back. And then sometimes they would write back and then I would write back. The original message that I sent, I'll give you kind of a little synopsis, but if you go and watch the replay, you'll be able to see everything that I said. But it was just introducing myself, why I want to sell LuLaRoe, key things about me that might make people connect with me, like I'm a veteran, was in the Navy, I have 2 sets of twins, things like that. I sent them my business link, a link to my YouTube so they could watch my journey, because people don't want to feel like you are money to them. I don't want somebody to just want money from me and then go on to the next, person. So I didn't want anybody to feel like that. So that is what I did. And then every loop that I did 2, maybe 3 loops after that. Each one, I did that again. And when I would message somebody, I'd put it in an archive. I wouldn't delete it. But you don't want to not put it in an archive because then your message box has like 5 billion messages in it. So I would archive them. So then when the next loop came, I would click on each name again. And if I had already sent them that message, I wouldn't send it again, obviously. But if I could see that I sent them that message, I would put something like, hey, I see you're in another giveaway, good luck this time, or something like that. So again, I was going after them individually, but I had so many amazing responses. And then after a while, this last loop that I did was for Valentine's Day leggings. I did an actual message for my members. Before, I just did a link to one of my YouTube videos that was about showing my LuLaRoe and all this stuff. So I made a specific, yes, I am in a queue. I'll answer that in just a minute. So, because my brain doesn't work when I get off track. Just like right now, I totally forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. I got to write these things down. I need to have like a whiteboard next to me. Last loop. Oh, okay, on my last loop, I made that's okay. It's just me. On my last loop, I did a personal message. So I went on to YouTube and I said, hey, this message is for you. If you're watching this, you are in my group. And if you're watching this, this is an unlisted message. So if you go on to my YouTube, you're not going to find this message. You have to have been sent this link. So that way it's a little bit more personalized. And I basically said what I said in the written out letter because I was trying to get to them both ways. Some people would prefer to read something other than watch. Some people would prefer to watch something other than read. So I didn't exactly verbatim repeat it, but it was similar. And so I attached that video. So now they have that video and it's like a personal welcome to them. I had so many people comment me. I had a lot of people ask me to be on my team from these videos. Like, I've never had somebody reach out to me like that. I would love to have you as a sponsor and all this stuff. And it was just really nice. And I feel like, I don't know, Anna, because nobody said to me, I like the video better than the message, or I like the message better than the video. So I just sent them both. And whatever one they chose to read or watch is, what was easier for them. But I did notice that the videos that I posted, they were getting a lot of views when I checked the views on YouTube, so they are watching them. My battery is dying and I don't know why. I have it plugged in. So let me see. I might have to move into another room because the last time I was on here it died and that's really annoying. So that is what I did. And it is a long process, I'm not gonna lie. It's really long, it's really tedious, and I don't know if it worked or not because I'm not selling yet. But from the messages that I got, it was a really rewarding and it was really positive. And I had people say, I stay in every loop, so don't worry, or I stay in every group, so don't worry, I'm not gonna leave yours, but I'm gonna put yours as one of my favorites so that I visit yours first. And that's fine too, that's fine too. So I really wanted them to know that I really care about what I'm doing and I really don't wanna just be another salesperson, another like group in the world of LuLaRoe groups, and that's also why I attach my face to basically every post that I make, because everybody can get those stock photos. Everybody can grab a social media post from Google and say giveaway or whatever. Attach your face to it, because the groups that I ended up staying in, I remember their face, or I remember something specific that they did. But if every single group has the same social media posts over and over and over again, you're gonna not really connect with anybody. So you have to find something to make you stand out. That's what I did to make myself stand out. If you wanna do that, go ahead. When I have, for my team, I'm gonna ask that they do that. Obviously they don't have to, but I know that I have got a lot of people from doing that. And then those people have also followed me on Instagram. They've subscribed to my YouTube channel. So they're watching me in different like outlets. And I really want to do this journey and everything so that they can see the process. Because also if they want to be a consultant, that's the best way to learn what to do, is to watch others. That's what I did. Before I even signed, I think I watched like 5,000 YouTube videos. So anyway, that's what I did. And so far I think it's worked. We will see. I will do an update to see if that has made any impact. If anything, it's maybe made some of my customers on my page just kind of get to know me better. And that way when I'm doing live, it's not like there's just this person who's talking to them. You know, it's somebody that, oh, that's the girl with 2 sets of twins, or that's the girl that was in the Navy. My brother was in the Navy. Just something to connect with people. So I think that is all I really wanted to say, and that's why I really stayed away from loops in the beginning, but then I was like, there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way to do both. And I'm really happy with what I did. And from the reactions and the responses, I think it was really positive. To join a loop, Anna, you can ask in the QB group. You can ask, just post that you want to do a loop, and whether it's 10 people or 15 people or even a one-on-one, whatever, then other people will chime in and say, I want to do one, I want to do one. Just say when you want to start and what you want to give away. So if it's leggings, just say, I want to do a leggings loop, about 10 consultants, and then people will start trickling in. There's also groups that you can search on Facebook. They're like QB loops or something like that. So look that up, or ask in the Facebook Q chat what those links are, because I don't know them offhand. But all I did was go into our Facebook group and say, hey, anybody want to do a loop? Something like that. So that's what I did. And I think I did 3 or 4. Now, I don't have a huge group. I am just under 1,000 people. So that's not big compared to some of these groups that have like 8,000. And I don't know, that might be a little too much for me. That'd be a lot of sending messages. But eventually I will. Yes. And I feel like the quality of my customers, it has gone up, because I've had actual conversations and jokes, and I found out that we know certain people from different states, you know, or something like that. So it's really, really neat. So utilize social media to its, you know, fullest extent to help benefit you. And that's my little soapbox on how to keep loyal customers and whether to loop or not to loop. So I hope that was helpful. Or even if you just did one or the other of those, or if you don't like any of those ideas, do something to keep people engaged. Go live on your Facebook group. I do that. I show them my Lula room, something to keep your face there. If you look at my cover photo on my Facebook, it's me. Not that I love looking at myself, because I feel awkward posting all of these pictures of myself. But for one, I'm in LuLaRoe clothes so people can see them. 2, they're putting a face to somebody, and hopefully that means something in the end. So yeah, that's just what I'm trying to do to kind of, you know, put myself out there. Yeah, Anna, if you have any questions, message me. on Facebook or through my group. And again, all of my social media platforms are lularoeq&a. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What am I missing? Periscope, obviously. Yeah, just let me know. And I even put that in my video because sometimes I don't know if somebody's in the queue already because it doesn't say LuLaRoe on the name. So I'll even put in the video, I said, if you are interested in becoming a consultant, or if you already are, or if you're in the queue, or you don't know anything about LuLaRoe, it doesn't matter. If you have a question, if you want to talk about something, just let me know. And obviously I don't have all the answers, and but I always find it helpful to hear different people's opinions and what they're doing. And like I said, I don't even know if anybody will try this or do this, but I was amazed that every single person said, nobody has ever contacted me. And I'm like, that's insane. Why wouldn't people want to reach out to their customers and send personal messages? I don't know. So that's what I did. And I told everybody from the beginning, I don't want to do this just to sell. I want to talk to people. I want to meet people. And so this is what I'm doing. And if they don't want to write back, then that's fine. Some people would just send back a thumbs up. So, but they've acknowledged that I sent them something. And that's fine with me. So I know that there are a whole four of you remaining. To loop or not to loop. This has been, thank you, I'm glad. So even if you do something to engage people, go live on your Facebook, do something silly, show them your room, like show them how to do a style. I don't know, just engage them in some way, because more often than not, after the loop, they will leave. Yeah, thank you, Paula. I know, I wasn't just doing chit chat, so I think I lost a bunch of people. But yeah, what time is it? It doesn't show me. For some reason, it doesn't show me the time. No, where in the world? Okay. What is going on? 9:30, 8:30. Spring, I just love your name. Every time, I just love your name. And I also, when I did acting in LA, there's a billion. You want to talk about a saturated market? Go to LA and try to be an actor. That is a saturated market. I would go on auditions, and like one of the auditions I went in for was for House, you know, with Hugh Laurie, and they wanted a nurse, and they said all the specifications of what they were looking for. I went in there. You would have thought that I had 20 identical me's. It was ridiculous. So it was like, that is a saturated market, and you have to make yourself stand out. You can't just rely on talent. You can't just rely on, oh, maybe they'll see me in this, maybe they'll see me in this. No. So when I was looking for an agent, they're not going to come to you. They're not going to search you out and say, hey, let's do this together. I would send out 1,000. I sent out 1,000 headshot and resumes to agents, hoping to get 2 people to respond, because I knew that it was like a slim to none chance, regardless of everything I had on my resume. And I didn't get 2 people to call me back. I got 1. But all it takes is 1. It takes 1 person to pick up the phone and say, I want you. And that's kind of how I feel about LuLaRoe. It's like, I may send out 1,000 messages, and if I only get 30 back that stay with me and want to be loyal customers, that's fine. That's amazing. If I get 1 person from all of those messages, hey, what's up, girl? That's fine also, because that's 1 more person than that I didn't have when I first, you know, put myself out there like that. So that's what I think. Hi, Lauren, you're back. So if you're coming back, I'm pretty much at the end. So if you want to watch it on the replay, go ahead, and all the information will be there. I'll also post this on YouTube, so you can check that out again. Again, lularoeq&a. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, so like I said, I wasn't really gonna share this because I'm like, oh, everybody's gonna steal my idea. Like, I think it's like this like amazing thing. But at the end of the day, if we can get our customers to desire that customer service, then they are going to start looking for quality groups and hopefully stay there. And hopefully that'll be the first place that they shop. Like I said, I have 3 groups that I shop with, and that is it. I have 3. I don't have 500. I don't have 1,000. I have 3. If I can't find what I'm looking for on those 3 groups, I wait. Eventually they will get something that I will want, because I'm really invested in those 3 people. I think 2 times I went out, I like outsourced for leggings because I was looking for really specific things that I wanted to get for somebody else. So that's the only time when I have like really gone outside of them. But other than that, I try to stick with those 3 because the way that they have connected with their customers, the way they interact and engage with people, I want to give them my business, not just somebody who I'll just kind of shop and then leave. But that's just me. Some people don't care, but I do. Yay, I love all those green hearts. Thank you so much. But I don't know if you guys have any other questions or things that you do to have valuable or to have loyal customers. The other thing too is don't, thank you, I love all the green hearts. The last thing I want to say is do not compare yourself to what other people are doing. And I totally got caught up in that game. And I think I've just done 3. I totally got caught up in the don't compare yourself game, even though my sponsor said over and over, don't compare yourself, don't compare yourself, don't do what they're doing just because they're doing it. Because that might be something that they're better in. And I really let myself get caught up in one aspect, and it's really detrimental to you if you do that. So just do your own thing. If you think an idea that you hear from somebody else will work for you, then do it. But don't do it just because somebody else is doing it. Like with the letter or the video, don't do it just because I'm doing it and I had success with it. Because if you make a letter or a video and it's kind of like half, I don't want to cuss, but half, then it's not going to come across from the heart. And that's really what I was focusing on. So don't do a fly by the seat of your pants letter that says, hey, thanks for joining my group. Hope you stay. Bye. No, that's not going to work. Now, maybe it will, because apparently nobody gets anything. So maybe a few quick sentences will be better than nothing. But really think about it. Really think about what you want to tell them about yourself. Now, don't go on and on like for 6 pages, because nobody has time to read that. That's why I put a video, and I tried to keep the video like 8 minutes or under, because again, you don't want to have somebody sit there and try to listen to you for like 30 minutes. Even though I could talk for 30 minutes. Paula and Katera, you know this. I just can't stop talking. But I really, really, really want the customers to understand that they should expect customer service. It's not something that they should get from this retailer or that one or occasionally. They should expect it. They should know that we are going to do everything we can to help them and sell to them and be on their side. This should not be something new. This should not be something that's like, meh, this is what the business is all about. Because if it starts to be a bunch of grumpy people that just want to make money, everybody's going to leave. So don't be a money grubbing troll. So that is what I have to say about that. And I almost didn't make it on here tonight because I saw what time it was. I didn't even get my Instagram post. I didn't even get it in my Q group because I was running out of time. So I'll have to post a link to that. Who knows? They're probably tired of seeing my face anyway, but but does anybody have anything that they want to ask or discuss on top of that? If I go out, it is not because I'm hanging up on you. It's because my phone is going to die. And I don't know why it's doing that, because I have it plugged in. I think my outlet's not working in here. When Katera, my niece, was over here helping me, the outlets weren't working either. This whole room needs a lot of work still. Hi, Kay. Nobody? All right, well, again, if you are watching this replay on YouTube, don't think I'm just talking to myself because I know you can't see the comments. I filmed it first on Periscope. But email me, message me, whatever. My email is lularoeq@gmail.com. So if you want to email me, if you have any questions at all whatsoever about joining or just trying to figure out how to, if you want to see my letter, let me know. I'll forward it to you so you can see it. Just don't copy and paste it with your name on it. That's all I ask you to do. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. I'll put this one on here because I know you just joined. I'm going to put this on here on YouTube, or you can watch the replay. But I am going to head out because I have got to finish painting this room because otherwise it's not going to get done. I know, I am 12:12. I am waiting for that call. My goodness, they need to just call me already. I think 12:09's got called today, so tomorrow hopefully they'll finish up because I'm really, really still fingers crossed that they will call me this week. Please, Lord, let them call me this week because I am so ready. I am so ready, and I think my group is ready too. But I am gonna go because I need to get this room together. But thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. And I will be back on Friday night, and I'll try to think of another fun topic that we can talk about. Okay? I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.